Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And we've been tagged.
That's right. Our friends, the Game Hunters, have tagged us in the games we grew up with.
Yep.
So we are going to list our games that we remember growing up with. Just a few of them.
Yeah.
Got 4.
We did the cutoff at, I think, around high school.
Yeah.
After that point, I consider myself grown.
I mean, of course, you can... Really? You were grown by then? Are you sure?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's where I cut it off.
And I'm sure, you could have like several, but we kind of just, the ones that we really...
We did about 5.
Yeah.
4 or 5 each. Why don't you start?
You want me to start?
Yes.
Okay. Just do one at a time?
Yeah, we'll go back and forth.
Okay. Alright, so the first one I have is Kaboom. My cousin had an Atari, and then we had an Atari, and played this a lot. Never very good at it, but played it a lot.
Love Kaboom.
Yeah, love playing it, love the paddles.
Yep.
I think I just like the paddles. So.
Okay. And I also had an Atari growing up, and I remember this was the 5th cartridge we ever had, including Combat, which came with it. And it's one that I bought. And it's actually the first game I ever bought with my own money.
Ooh.
And that is Missile Command for the Atari 2600. And I spent gobs of time playing this because it was one of only 5 that we had. And the other 3, or 2 of them, were sports games. We had Combat, Bowling Home Run, Space Invaders, and Missile Command. I spent a lot of time with Missile Command.
Okay. And then I've talked about this game before, Burger Time. So, got the little burgers, you go back and forth, and they fall down. The best is when they fall down on the
Pickles,
opponent.
sausages?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, on the opponent. And they squish them.
The pickles or sausages.
Yeah, sure, okay, whatever. Yeah.
Now, you didn't necessarily play it on the Intellivision. That's
No,
the
not
Intellivision
necessarily.
box.
I had ColecoVision, too, so it was,
All right. Is that what you played it on? ColecoVision?
Yeah, I think, and then my cousin had a television, so it was kind of...
Either one or the other?
Yeah,
Okay.
we used to spend a lot of time with my cousin, so...
Okay, continuing with Atari 2600 for me, this was a gift I got for Christmas one year, and it is Frogger. And love this game. Used to play the heck out of it. In fact, I played it so much, I thought I was good enough to play the arcade.
Oh.
And we always used to keep our Atari set on beginner mode, and so you could scroll off the edge of the screen and come back. So then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good at Frogger, I'll play it in the arcade. And I used to be very cautious about spending my money at the arcade, because I knew I was no good. And I played it, and I went off the edge, and so that taught me humility very quickly, but love playing Frogger on the 2600.
Okay, so my next one is Utopia for the Intellivision. Although I didn't play it on the Intellivision, I played it, my dad had gotten us this crazy computer called the Aquarius. Like, I think you got it at like Toys R Us, He probably saw it on display and was like, oh, that looks cool, I'm going to buy that. And so that's where I played Utopia on all the time. And I would just sit in front of the TV making my little, world, and then natural disaster would come and I'd be all bummed, and then I'd turn it off.
I used to turn off natural disasters in SimCity.
Yeah. So, but I would spend hours playing this.
The Aquarius, I think, is also by Mattel. So it's probably very similar to the Intellivision version, which is what we're holding up here. So, all right.
That's why I made this one. All right.
And then finally...
That was almost on my list. Go ahead.
Which one? This game?
Yeah.
This is the last of the Atari 2600 games. It was one of the one of the last ones we got before the Atari sort of passed away. Died. I don't know what the right word is here. Passed on. We stopped playing it. And that is Super Breakout. And this is played with the paddle controllers. I used to love this game. Specifically, I think it's game number 7, where the lines just keep coming. Every time they get down to a certain point, another one just comes in. You can play it indefinitely. And really used to love playing Super Breakout. So that's it for my Atari 2600. Those 3 games dominated my time.
All right. And this one, of course, we got an NES, and so came with Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. And so we used to spend hours playing this at my dad's house, too.
Everybody played Super Mario.
I know. You get up real close for the Duck Hunt, right? To cheat.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have an NES.
Yeah.
And I didn't grow up playing Super Mario. I had a Sega Master System. And I grew up playing these two games instead. And I think I'm going to start with this one. This is Goldelius. This is very similar to The Legend of Zelda. It's different in some ways. The caves are not quite as elaborate as Zelda. They're a little more action-oriented than the Zelda ones. But this game was a big deal for us back in 1989. And I spent a lot of time playing this. Although we didn't own it, my friend owned it. We used to borrow it all the time. And then since I've got one more game than you, I guess I'll just move right into the next one. And the other one is Miracle Warriors, another Sega Master System game. This is my first RPG, console, PC, or otherwise. This is really the first one I ever played, and it had a huge impact on us. And I played it quite a bit. Spent a lot of time with this game. And it was probably one of the last console games I played before getting into high school, getting onto PC, and doing PC games for a long time. But those are not games I grew up with, so we're going to stop there.
Okay.
So those are the games we had. Melissa with her ColecoVision, Atari, and NES, and me with my Atari and Sega Master System. That's what we grew up playing.
Okay, cool. So do you want to tag somebody?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead. You go.
We'll tag It's Rocket Sauce.
Yeah.
He hasn't put a video out in a while.
Yeah.
We want to see more videos.
Yeah.
So,
we'll see if this encourages him.
Show us your games that you played as a kid. So, all right?
All right.
Okay.
That's it. Thanks again to the Game Hunters for tagging us. This was a lot of fun thinking about what games we grew up with. It was actually really hard to narrow it down.
Yeah.
And if you asked me to do this again in a month, I might pick slightly different games, but depending on how I feel. But these are the ones we picked.
Okay.
So thanks again. And in fact, why don't you go ahead and leave us comments in the comment section
Let us know
about
what
the games that you grew up with.
There you go, that you liked. All right. If you enjoyed the video, like us and subscribe.